Welcome back to Razmafzar TV. I'm really happy to be here with you and to talk about a very important topic. The topic today is about the core members of Razmafzar Organization. I would like to talk to you about what is Razmafzar, what this organization is all about, and at the same time, I would like to talk about our mission and why I established this organization. First of all, let me just mention one important thing. As I mentioned it just some seconds ago, the objective of this presentation is to talk about Razmafzar Organization and its members, but I would like to specify only core members. If we have many members and I teach to many people, I'm not going to talk about them because the spine and the core of Razmafzar, the column of Razmafzar, are its core members. So I'm going to start with that. Let me just share um, with you um, slide I prepared, a PowerPoint slide I prepared. And so this is going to be very interesting for you to see. The order is irrelevant in a sense that it doesn't mean when I start with bead that bead is the most important. I just picked up like that randomly. Bead wire. Bead is from Australia, so Razmafzar, Australia. I started to work with bead, I believe, was 24, because my first book, if I'm not mistaken, was published. My first book was published 2006. Yes, 2006, sorry. And I started to work with bead in 2004. Yes, that's correct. I started to work with bead in 2004. A lot of things can be said about this, about our cooperation with bead. Bead is an essential part of Razmafzar organization. The top researcher, everyone who has been in historical archery knows that bead has a very good number or extensive publications in the field of historical archery. I met bead for the first time in New Zealand when both of us were invited as instructors. A very good archer and someone who knows very well about historical archery, specifically Asian archery, but Bede knows a lot about Persian archery, Ottoman archery, Arab archery, Indian archery, Korean archery, Chinese archery, Japanese archery, and even European archery and longbow archery. And you're going to be surprised. He's also deeply knowledgeable about archery practices in Africa, sub-Saharan Africa, and in Amazon area, South America, Middle America, even among Native Americans in North America. So Beat has an extensive knowledge about different areas of archery practices. And if you go to Razmafzar TV channel, you will see many, many videos where Beat and I talk about different archery practices, about techniques. And at the same time, you will also see Bede and I, we started different series on armor, different types of armor. So Bede's knowledge is not only about archery, but he also knows a lot about armor, horse armor, riding practices, and also different weapons and historical weapons. We started, for example, a long series on different artifacts, arms and armor from Ukrainian museums. We finished it some weeks ago, and then we started artifacts, historical arms and armor from Russian artifacts. And we have presented many of them on this channel, and we're going through it still going on. So, Bede is an essential part. What I would like to say about beat, besides that, I have translated many archery manuals. Nine of them are published so far in different books and academic articles, and I annotated them together with beat, and some of them we published also together in different academic journals. What can I say about beat? What I can say about beat is loyalty, dedication, friendship. Let me share a very interesting story with you. First of all, let me just tell you, I can ask Beat anytime. Could we have another interview? Because many people on this channel love to have our analysis of historical arms and armor. Beat is always there, and we can discuss about many things. And Beat, the story I wanted to share with you, one day Beat said to me, Manusha, I completely trust you. I never forget that. We have been a very strong bond and friendship for all these years, and this is what makes it very, very special, very, very special for us. So let us go ahead. Let us go ahead and to other members of Razmafzar. Hayden Lewis. Hayden is another member who has been a loyal member and student. Hayden hails from the military, American military. He served in Afghanistan for the American military in fighting units. He is a black belt in Goju-Ryu Karate, a very good instructor in Sambo. One of his students recently won heavyweight championship in Sambo in the United States. He also is an avid shooter, so he knows, of course, because of his background, to use different firearms. A very good archer, very good wrestler, striker, and did also MMA fights. And besides that, he has armor and he has shown many, many techniques of Razmafzar in armor, without armor, shamshir, archery. He's a very good archer, wrestler. Basically, once one of our another student of mine, a member from UK, Usman, I'm going to present him as well, said one day, Hayden represents a complete fighter. Martial arts, realistic martial arts, weapon arts, the military, and so on and so on. Recently, one of the videos of Hayden, a short of him, reached 1 million views where he shoots and then cuts with the sword, which is he's holding on his right hand. Over 1 million in 2 days, less than 2 days, 1.5 days. And now, as I'm talking today, his video reached 1 million, over 1,700,000 views. Thank you, Hayden, for your tremendous job. As I said, he has his own Sambo club, and one of his students won the super heavyweight in Sambo championships. Can I say about Hayden? Hayden loves Iran. He always says he loves Persian culture. He calls Iran the cradle of civilization. He says Iran is the best culture and country he has ever known. And loyalty. I would like to say Hayden has always been there, even when we had some problems in the past, which we, of course, surmounted and resolved. He always was there. Even when there were some rifts, he always was there for me, for Razmafzar, and for our goal. So thank you, Hayden. Usman Kalim from UK. Usman is the strategic mind of Razmafzar. He has a very, very important and active channel on historical arms and armor from Asia on Instagram, Unzip History. And Usman is a very good boxer, kickboxer, and he does also MMA and wrestling, but a very good archer. And he also has shown many weapons, Shamshir, Qamer, Kard, Qaddare, and others on this channel. Usman has gone to many museums, including the British Museum and Wallace Collection, and made lots of videos and took pictures for us. What can I say about Usman? Next to being an excellent archer and martial artist, Usman is the strategic mind of Razmafzar. Usman successfully repositioned Razmafzar, and when we restructured Razmafzar, and we needed to restructure this, and today's success of Razmafzar, he helped us to restructure the organization and reach many new areas and milestones and goalposts in Razmafzar, and all due to his tremendous work. Loyalty is also another hallmark of Usman. Thank you, Usman John. If you go to Andrea, I think the longest member of Razmafzar organization, even longer, no, not long, after Bede, sorry, after Bede is Andrea. Andrea Bede is the longest member. After that, Andrea. Andrea is responsible for marketing of Razmafzar. She's a professional business coach. And so far we had Australia, Bede from Australia, Hayden from United States of America, Usman from United Kingdom, and Andrea comes from Germany and has been living in Luxembourg for some years now. And of course, she's also a dual citizen, Czechia, as we call it, Czech Republic, and also Germany. And she's the strategic mind of Razmafzar for positioning and repositioning, and being a business coach and consultant also for our marketing activities and our presence worldwide. So I would like to thank Andrea. She also practices Razmafzar. You'd see some of her videos, not many, on our channel. Thank you, Andrea. We go to Petra, another member of Razmafzar, one of the best horse archers I have ever met, the best riding instructor I've ever seen, and a dedicated member of Razmafzar. You see that Petra is an excellent archer and also trains with different weapons. She has done many different martial arts, and she has a big name in horseback archery and in martial arts circles and in riding circles as well. If you go to her page and see that, you see that she has achieved many things. She has also her own farm where she gives also horseback archery seminars there and also worldwide, and did many competitions as well. She, together with Petra, we have shown many techniques on horseback where she attacks me in armor. You can see many of her videos on our channel. Thank you, Petra, for your dedication and loyalty. The next, I'm sure you have seen her name. Sometimes there are some videos of her kickboxing and showing techniques, is my dear daughter, Niloufar. My company, my publishing house, Niloufar Books, is named after her, Niloufar Books. And I'm proud to say, I'm sure you've seen that in intros and outros on channels where you see her name, Niloufar Mushtaq Rasani. That's her, that's my daughter. There are some videos of her on the channel, but her name is there. She's the designer of Razmafzar channel. Many top videos you see here are her design. She's excellent in designing. I'm so proud of her because she went to international school, finished her high school or A levels at the age of 17. Can you believe it? Because she went to international school and studied in different languages. I mean, all subjects, not only as foreign languages, studying everything in French and German and English, and her foreign language was Spanish, and went also on the weekends to Persian school. So she grew up with 5 languages. And she speaks them fluently. I'm really proud of her, which is a big asset for her. For example, recently when she did an internship, the CEO, she told me that she was fascinated how she could just help them for writing to clients from one language to the other, also call them. At the age of 18, and my daughter just turned 18, and finished this, is in the second semester. She finished this book with me. So I'm proud to have penned this book together with Nilofar. You see that Nilofar Mushtaq Khorasani, her name there, my name below, from the art of Persian cuisine to the science of steel metallurgy. In this book, you see exceptional pieces of Persian arms and armor in the catalog. You see also, as you see here, there is wooden spoon from the Qajar period carved there. There's also a collection there. And also in the beginning, you see Persian food. You see, for example, Orme Sabzi, and down there, you see a picture of crucible steel. Where does it come from, this idea? This idea is from her. Nilafar, each time when we went to Iran and she saw her grandma, my mom, she was so fascinated by it because she said once to me, as I wrote in the introduction of this book, that have you ever realized how similar the pattern of crucible steel, which some of them look greenish with a greenish hue or blue, especially the greenish ones with the background color, are similar to the green color of Orme Sabzi, this stew. And also some of them with turmeric are yellow. They have the yellowish background of crucible steel. Why don't we write about a cookbook where based on, or my grandma, her grandma, my mom, does because she cooked with her and compare them with patterns of crucible steel. That's what was the birth of this book. And I'm sure she inherited it from me. She's much better than me. Her dedication to this book, hours and hours she spent with her grandma in the kitchen cooking and taking notes, hours and hours of writing and putting them together, and hours and days and weeks and months comparing them to the existing pattern crucible steel. And then at the end of the day, her idea of how to put which object, which artifact fits to which food there. This book is a masterpiece, and I would like to thank Nilofa because this book is her idea. This book is, the design is her design, and I would like to thank Nilofa for that. Nima. I'm sure you've seen my son Nima, and there is also a patent of Nima. We have three patents, Razmafzar. The second patent is Nilofar Books. The third patent is Nima, because Nima is native Iranian martial arts, right? Martial and wrestling arts is based on his name, is also a patented trademark. Nima, first of all, he's in a very professional basketball team, very athletic. At the same time, he loves Razmafzar. He trains with me with Shamshir, Separ. He does archery. He does wrestling. He does MMA with me. He does kickboxing. A very, very good martial artist. And he's very dedicated, my son, to it. Thank you, Nima. And thank you, Nilofa. And also, I would like to thank my wife. Here we are in Gran Canaria in front of a big aquarium because she's played a pivotal role and a big column in supporting me, my kids, and supporting Razmafzar Organization. Thank you to my wife. My late dad, sadly, I lost him some years ago. And in October 2022, my dad financed all my trips to all museums in Iran, paid for the hotels, paid for my research. My dad helped me to realize my dream of publishing my first book. Every time I had doubts, I could talk to him. And he always gave me encouragement. Today's Razmafzar Organization and all what I have reached, publishing 11 books and over 212 academic articles, all of them wouldn't be there without his dedication and his unconditional support, that we will never forget you. Thank you very much for being there. And I'm sure I still talk to him, although he's gone. My dad was also a wrestler, freestyle wrestler, and I published his book as a freestyle wrestler when he was on the team at the university in my book, Persian Archery and Swordsmanship. Rest in peace, Dad. And my mom, another column, who was a runner, an active runner, and I would like to thank her for being there and for supporting us. Also, in hard times during to these aggressions against country Iran. So you have seen the core members of Razmafzar Organization. I would like to thank every one of them there. People say, oh, to me, you have dedication, you have discipline. Yes, I do. But dedication and discipline, which I could use to reach my goals, Razmafzar goals, all because of my core members. And also, I have many other students, but it's just that the core members are the essential part of any organization, people you can completely trust. That's what we also have done to Razmafzar. Core members, others in different columns. No longer everyone there. And I would like to say the position of Razmafzar has been always clear to support Iran, to support Iranian integrity and nation. We have always condemned any aggression against Iran, any military intervention against Iran, all of us. We are very sad that children have lost their lives, civilians in Iran, and that cultural heritage sites have been attacked, and also civilian targets and whatever. That's the position of me, and that's the position of Razmafzar Organization. Let us just be clear on it. Thank you very much for supporting our channel, for watching our videos, for liking, and for leaving comments. You can also be a member of Razmafzar channel, and please subscribe to us, like, and leave comments. And you can also use, if you wish, because many people ask how you can support, super thanks on this channel. You know, I'm sure much better than I do, because my team members ask me to say that. Okay. Thank you very much, and I wish every one of you a nice day.